Hello and welcome to 11.2 Notes. Today we will continue with the formulas for areas of certain polygons, and I hope you don't mind, but today's presentation will probably be quite short and to the point. So first off, we're going to start with the formula for the area of a trapezoid. The formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times quantity base 1 plus base 2. So in other words, if you take the average of the two bases and multiply it by the height, you get the area of the trapezoid. Okay? So please write that down, get caught up, and we'll start with this first problem. So if you have a base of 6 feet, another base 8 feet, and the height is 4 feet, then what is the area of this trapezoid? So remember, at any time, if I'm going too quickly for you, you can pause this presentation at any time you'd like. You can fast forward, rewind. You're in total control of this presentation. And right now, why don't you pause this presentation and try to give this problem a shot. Okay, so you can please do so now. But for the sake of this presentation, I will continue, and we can check to see how you did. Okay, so the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times quantity base 1 plus base 2. So I substitute in the various values. Here's the first base, so that goes in there. And then we have base 2, must be the other base value, so that goes in there. And then the height gets substituted right there for height, so that's where I get the 4 from. Alright, so you just calculate these all out, and you get 2 times 14, right? 1/2 of 4 is 2, and 6 plus 8 is 14, so our area is 28 square feet. Okay, how did you do? Did you get that? So area of this trapezoid is 28 square feet. Okay, moving along. We have the formula for the area of a rhombus, which is 1/2 times the first diagonal times the second diagonal. The length of the two diagonals multiplied by 1/2. So if you take the length of this diagonal, multiply it by the length of this diagonal, and divide by 2, you get the area of the rhombus. Okay? And here we have a problem with these numbers here, these quantities here. Why don't you pause this presentation and give this problem a shot? Remember, there is a tiny little trick with this. It's a little bit sneaky. You have to be a little bit clever, so please be a little careful with this. But pause this presentation now and give this problem a shot. But for the sake of this presentation, I will continue, and we'll see how you did. Okay? So the formula for the area of a rhombus is 1/2 times the length of the two diagonals. So we have 1/2 and then 80 and 60, because remember, it's the length of the two diagonals, D1 times D2, and these are not diagonals, these are just half of the diagonals. So that's what I mean by be careful. You have to be a little bit clever. So if this is 40, then the whole entire diagonal actually is 80, and this quantity is 60, so this whole diagonal, this quantity is 30, so this whole entire diagonal has to be 60. Okay? And so working this out, you get 2,400 square feet. Okay? And moving right along, this is our last formula. This is the formula for the area of a kite. It is basically the same as the formula for the area of a rhombus. You just take the length of the two diagonals, multiply them by each other, multiply by 1/2, and you get the area of your kite. Okay, so this is our last problem. You have these quantities. You can pause this presentation now and try to work it out. But for the sake of this presentation, I will continue. So again, the formula for the area of a kite is 1/2 times the length of the two diagonals. In this case, this diagonal is 14 and the other diagonal is 6. So the two diagonals are given right here. You multiply them together and divide by 2 or multiply by half, right? Same thing. And you get the area of this kite, which is 42 square feet. Okay? So that's it. That's the end of this presentation. Like I said, it was pretty quick. We just went through the formula for the areas of 3 different polygons. And as usual, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me, and it would be my pleasure to help you. Okay? Bye-bye.